Okay, guys, we are back, and again, sorry for that last, like, what, 5 extra 10-ish, 8-ish minutes of just going through that dungeon. Again, it's that stupid completionist in me that wants to find it, but regardless, we're just gonna start. Alright, here we go. Sanct District. No more wasting time. I doubt we'll have time to do anything else I can't read. I doubt we'll have time to do anything else once we arrive at the Sanct District. Should we get going? Alright, we'll cause the main story to advance. Yes. Let's get going. I think we did everything we can in the game. Or, I mean, at this point in the game. All aboard. Alright, there we go. Alright, well. Aha! The Sanct District. Oh, are we getting an honorary welcome by all the lovely ladies? or not, okay. And they look all they're all surprised. They're like, oh, who are these people? They were wearing the same uniform as Rean's sister. Yeah, they must go to St. Austria too. So the famous St. Austria's girls' school is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility. Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism. You seem to know an awful lot about fancy girls' school. No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge. Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate. Yeah, those are the instructor's orders. I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually. Why would you? Haha, to men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility. Oh, okay, we're just gonna drop this. Okay, I guess we're dropping the subject just like that. Ah, okay, if you notice, their symbol is a unicorn. I was wondering. Did you not want to come here, Laura? My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere. I can totally understand that. Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies. Yeah, I can picture the chaos now. Oh? I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alphen herself is a student there. I've heard that too. Princess who? You seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonia, but even still. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is. Princess Alphen is the daughter of our reigning Emperor, His Majesty Emperor Eugent. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone. Is that so? Haha, actually I believe she's the same age as Fee. I had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest. I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her. Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother too, Prince Cedric. He's the Crown Prince of Erebonia. Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair, just like Eustace's brother, right? Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Olivert. He's Cedric and Alphen's older brother. Why isn't he the crown prince then? I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things. I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from a Liberal abroad that airship. You know the one, right? Ah, you must be referring to his return aboard the Astraia, I hope I said that right, after the crisis in Liberal was put to rest. Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact. I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before. I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as Imperial Governor too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more. Oh, you're all here already. Oh, it's everyone. Ah, you made it. Hehe, it's good to see you all again. You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you? Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here. Were you able to finish up everything on your end too? As if we leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning. Every time. Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle. Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think. Wait. Did you two... I figured the girls would be the first to notice. Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you. We're fine now. Really? That's great. Hehe, it sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms. Sounds good. Haha, the thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed. That's girls for you. Ha, girls and sleepwears go together like jam and toast, huh? Sure. Oh, there's the bell. That must be Heimdall Cathedral's bell. It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say? It sounds so different from how it does in OST District, though that makes sense considering the distance. The bell ring must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
Rean?
Oh, okay, here we go. Elise, what are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be? Yes. I see all of your cousins are with you too. Hehe, it's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it? Heh, well, we were told to meet here. Wait a minute. Are you the ones? The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp? Well, there are 9 of us in Class 7. Wait, what? Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here. Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine. Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear. She could at least have given me a little warning that you were coming. Elise?
Anyway, where are my manners? Welcome to St. Astraia Girls' School.
Oh, Astraia. I must have butchered that. Sorry. Not Austria. Austria. Astraia. My bad, guys.
I hope you'll enjoy your visit. Right this way.
God, I must have said that so many times, and you guys were like, it's Astraia, not Austria. That's in another country. I'm sorry. Aha. St. Astraia Girls' School. They're staring at us. But boys! I don't think I've seen that uniform before. Oh, wait, okay, it's too fast. I can't read them all, so you had to read them yourself. Lady Laura, she always looks so gallant. Oh, do you think she's transferring here? I guess I can read some of them. Uses... Oh, God, it's too fast. Sorry. Ugh, I can feel their stares, boring holes in my head. Pay them no mind. We certainly do seem to be the stars of the show today. Hehe, and Laura's as popular as ever. I can't say that being admired doesn't feel nice, but... Please, don't be too hard on them. We don't have many opportunities to meet people from outside the school. You think that boy in the front is a commoner? I'm not sure, but either way, he looks so handsome. How do you think they know Elise? Actually, you're right. This is kind of uncomfortable. Are they all the same age as you, Elise? I don't know, and I don't care. So where are we? Rosengarten. How, French.
What's in here?
It looks like an indoor garden. This is the Academy's rose garden. The person who called you here is waiting inside. Who did call us here anyway?
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
Probably.
Your Highness, I brought the guests.
Aha. I think I know who it is, obviously.
Thank you. Please show them in.
Yep, it's her.
Oh. No way.
Hey, Elise, is that...
You don't need to ask when you already know. Now, if you'll follow me. I knew it.
Aha. Okay, well, that wasn't creepy at all, but okay. Princess Alphen.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class VII. My name is Alphen. Alphen Rice Arner. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
I guess we're having teas and crumpets in the garden. Or time just passes, whatever. But man. Okay. Okay, some shots of the outside. So what is happening? So it's just conversation, I guess?
Come on, Elise, cheer up. I'm sorry, all right? I was only trying to tease you a little. Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please, go right ahead. Well, that aside, it's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura. I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
Aw, thank you. I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in St. Astraia too. But it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills. I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectations.
First I lost Angelica to Thor's, then you too. Perhaps I should just transfer there next year myself. Your Highness. Got you to look.
Ah.
But I...
Fuja! Haha. Well, she seems lively. She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting. I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person. So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming. I can see why people always compare her to an angel. Hehe, me too.
Please don't worry about me.
Huh.
Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Alphen.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Rean Schwarzer.
Oh, okay guys, here it comes.
Elise has told me so much about you.
Your Highness!
I'm honored that you'd say so. Elise always mentions in her letters what a great friend she has. As her brother, I wanted to thank you for that.
Rean!
Oh, it's so refreshing. You're every bit the person Elise says you are. Perhaps even more so.
Huh?
Actually, I have a teensy-weensy favor to ask.
Alright, here it comes. I think we all know what the question is.
Do you think I could join Elise in thinking of you as my dear brother as well?
Okay, not the question I was expecting, but eh.
What?
Your Highness! You see, Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family. And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress these feelings any longer. I have 2 brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
This is weird.
I couldn't possibly. I mean,
Her face.
That's enough, Your Highness.
Oh god.
Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little. Anyway, that aside,
Yeah, this is getting weird.
the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me. There is someone else who would like to meet you.
Okay. Any more surprises?
Why? It's not like we're famous.
Who do you mean?
Hey, isn't that...
A guitar? No, a lute?
Oh, it seems he's arrived. Oh,
I apologize for keeping you waiting.
This one's Prince Oliver, right?
It's a pleasure to see you again.
And you as well, young lady?
Or no, wait.
Well, I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable.
He looks vaguely familiar.
who's this guy?
I'm not sure, though I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
I remember him now. Okay, hang on. He'll introduce himself.
I serve as a music instructor in the hallowed halls of this fine academic institution. In truth, I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But that might raise eyebrows at a girls' school. But whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens? Ah, the romance.
Oh god.
Could he be?
Oh shit!
That's quite enough.
Oh god, that came out of nowhere. Where'd you put the paper fan?
Any more of that and our guests may start edging toward the exit.
Ah, I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister.
Okay, my bad. I thought it was someone else from one of the field studies, but it's the prince.
Oh, wait. So this is... Whoa.
Indeed.
Yep, Prince Olivert. More flamboyant than Blue
'Tis
Blanc, I think.
Olivert Rice Arner, also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the debaucherous prince.
Ugh, that sounded weird.
I also serve as Thor's Military Academy's ornamental chairman of the board.
Oh well, that changes everything then.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class VII.
He's very suave. I'll give him that. More suave than Blue Blanc, at least. Flamboyancy, about the same. Alright, so what's happening now, though? Man, this was a long cutscene, guys. Seriously, we're like 20 minutes in of just conversation. Aha, communion room. Gotcha. So, what are they serving us? They look like omelets. Or some kind of pastry.
I have to admit, I was surprised to learn that you're the chairman of the board of directors, Your Highness. I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the imperial family, but still.
I'm not surprised. Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's? I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though. It wouldn't exactly be great for the school's image.
That's surprisingly forthright coming from you. Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
Indeed, I was.
Okay, that's new.
You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in Liberl 2 years ago.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put your visit during the incident that occurred there, correct?
Right. All I've done since I returned to Erebonia has been inspired by my experience during the crisis in Liberl. As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion. One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will.
Winds of change, huh?
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Mm-hmm. Seems like it.
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was...
Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7.
Winds of change?
And why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field studies. Is it not, Your Highness?
That is one of the reasons, yes. However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts. Not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology, even between nations. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need. We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
That makes sense.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
I can't help but feel a little unsure whether we can live up to such high expectations.
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that.
Yep.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it. Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision.
I would hope so.
Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the class is run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this. That was when Alphen stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see. Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother.
Yes, the brother you hit in the back of the head with your fan. Just saying.
But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to.
Oh, jeez.
Your Highness!
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness. I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7. Thing is, am I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh?
The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors besides. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Oh, yeah.
She forgot.
Now that you mention it.
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how Class 7 is run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnitz sit on opposite sides of the factional divide. And while Chairman Irina is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the Arcus, her intentions are a mystery to me. And it's those 3 who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Is that right?
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
That is a bit fishy.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country. Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. But that's just me. Don't feel too pressured by it. Your students, first and foremost. Reach out and grab that fragrant rose of school life. Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight. Fall in love. We live but once. Make your youth count.
Yay. No.
You know, it's weird, but hearing you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
By the way, just earlier you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light. Is there someone else involved with Thor's who shares your vision for our class, Your Highness?
There is. Principal Van Dyke. I once attended Thor's myself and studied under him. He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever since we arrived at the Academy.
While he has no direct control over the running of the Academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
Well, she's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation. She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in Erebonia?
Ooh, nah, I'm curious.
Exactly what experience might you be referring to?
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Wait. Purple Lightning?
I knew it!
If you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
That's right, though I've just heard it in passing.
Ah, that young ace of the Erebonian Bracer Guild, and one of the Empire's most famous bracers.
Oh, well, this explains a lot because like when we first started this playthrough, she was pretty damn strong. Like, no, that's not like that's a fact, but this kind of fills in the holes. Like, she is part of the bracers, so I mean, makes sense too. But still, like now this just confirms it.
She has a history full of brave feats and dangerous deeds. She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status. Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning. Now, you know her simply as your homeroom teacher.
That's kind of cool. Oh. Oh, okay. So we'll save, and then we'll see what happens afterwards. That's kind of cool, though. I like how they're like, she's the purple lightning? Oh my god. So strong. Alright, so we'll continue. Let's see what else happens. Turning the gears. Aha. So nighttime. Thanks for seeing us out. I never would have guessed you were friends with Prince Alphen of all people. I wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine. Hey, Elise? Oh, okay. Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care on your way back to your lodgings. We will, thank you. Thanks for showing us around. Hee, good night. Good night, everyone. What? Okay then. They're all looking at him. Don't worry. I can kind of understand where she's coming from. I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would extend such a bold invitation to you. I'm not sure how that's my fault. Poor guy. Alright, so... Oh, okay. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Rean, I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Of me? Your Highness? Oh, you're going to ask him. Teehee, but of course. You see, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the festival. Or rather, Marcus's father invited me to attend. Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself. That's the one at the Crystal Garden and Meter Park, right? Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner, Rean. Oh. Does that mean... Do you think Her Highness knows that old saying, a dance today, a wedding tomorrow? I'm sure that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation. Still, just no denying that many will interpret it that way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a minute. I don't think I can... I mean, it would be an honor, but it's like too great of an honor for someone like me. Hehe. Oh, not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwartzes have long had deep ties with the imperial family. I apologize if it comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition than I were to invite Eustace. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. In other words, yes, push all the responsibility to Rean. Eustace, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own feet. Is that so? Elise once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says you're an excellent dancer, that you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Rean? Well... She's so mad. I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. And besides, I don't suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me. No, that's not what I mean, Your Highness. Whistle. I can't whistle, so... Or... There. That's my sister, alright. She really knows how to twist a knife. Your Highness, please. You too, Prince Oliver. Looks like they're having fun. I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively, cheerful bunch. I get the feeling they aren't all like this. Ah, I see now. How could it not have crossed my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else? Or is there someone you're already courting? Alyssa. Laura. Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which man has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Wait, I mean... Yikes, how am I going to get out of this one? I'm not sure how to turn her down gently. Teehee. Very well, I shall relent this time. Huh? However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society. So, I'd be very happy if you give my invitation some thought. Oh, jeez. Poor Rean. Alright, so... I'm guessing that's this noise it makes when it progresses to the next day. Oh. Well, aren't you the lucky one? Her Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you. You really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. Nah, I doubt it. It seemed like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease the two of us. Can't deny it seemed that way. But I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. You weren't the only one feeling nervous that whole time. Prince Albert was an even more unusual person than I heard. Haha, no doubt about that. He seemed entertaining to be around. To think that he's the one who made Class 7 possible. He seemed easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing feel even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seems to have their own agenda for us. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motives seem incredibly suspicious. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop, too. I wouldn't have imagined you used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around anymore to begin with. A rank is more or less the highest you can be, too. I assume you already know about her history, Fee. Yep, the guild is every Jaeger Corps' main competition, after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations. Really? Unbelievable. Hehe, I almost forgot about those good old days. Instructor? How long have you been there? So, looks like you finally found out about my work history, huh? I guess that kind of tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit then. I hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with. Shh! Did you hear an old maid sighing? What was that? Giggle. Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire. This is quite the unusual combination. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea. But the governor's asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. Huh? What evil schemes? Sarah, could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before I even had a chance to explain? Actually, there's a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I discussed this with the governor, and he decided that this would be the best way to handle the issue. Oh, there's a Jeep. Or Humvee, sorry. Oh god. Oh, jeez. Now, if you'd be so kind as to get on board, I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Heimdall Central Station. Okay, you know what, guys? I'm actually going to go ahead and split the part here. I feel stupid because I just realized when we were at the save confirmation, I should have split the part right there. So we're a bit too high on this part. So give me a few minutes, or not a few minutes, give me a few seconds, and we're going to come right back.